From the day we started our trip, we've run out of time every day. And we need to do some work. We need to get these videos out to you guys. We're running behind. So we've started thinking, how can we incorporate our work while still doing the mundane, like driving from point A to point B. Not specifically game driving, because there's lots to see and do, but when you drive from town to town or country to country, there's a lot of time that's gone wasted because you're sitting in a passenger seat and not doing anything. So from the inverter, we're going to run the electrical cable through here. It's going to come underneath, up behind the water tank to the other side. This is where we're going to run it through. We're going to drill a new hole and we're going to put it through the cab. It's going to come out over here. We're going to run it all the way down. And it's going to come out over here somewhere. I've made this little extension cable specifically for our 350 watt inverter. Our inverter only comes with the 2-pin socket for the 2-pin plug, well, the round one. The other side of this has got the 3-pin standard South African socket which fits the 3-pin plug, and that takes our multi-plugs that's got the 2-pin sockets for our 2-pin plugs. So we're going to run this from the inverter. We're going to plug a normal extension lead in here. We're going to take that extension lead and we're going to run it to the front of the vehicle to run our equipment. This is the extension and this is what we will use to run our cable to the front. We'll have to replace it eventually, but in the meantime this is what we're going to use. It's got quite a hard cover, so it can take a bit of beating. So this is ample to run just our computers. It's very safe, and obviously it'll be fused. This is it. This is where the plug is. This is more or less where it'll come out eventually. It'll sit over here, possibly over there, nice and hidden, out of the way. This cover will cover over here. This cover is the plug that seals the water from coming through the bottom. It's quite a big hole, as you can tell, compared to my hand. So what we need to do, we need to make a hole through this so that the wire can go through there, that we can seal it up. Making the hole slightly smaller than what I needed. That way it basically seals itself once you stick the wire through. As you can tell, it's not a very big hole and it should be fine for us to get this wire through. It's a nice tight fit. Excuse the noise, these guys are riding around with quads, making a hell of a racket. Might have to drill it slightly bigger, but let's see if I can get it through. It'll be beautiful, tight, and a water seal. No, I'll have to make it slightly bigger. Stepping drill seems to work just the treat. I think we might have it. We might have it. Better yet, silicone spray. Silicone spray will do the trick, I believe. A little bit silicone spray there, silicone spray there, and a bit of silicone spray there. It'll just slip through. Silicone spray. Beautiful stuff. Right, we're going to pull this through all the way. We'll have to reinstall this plug at the bottom. How are we going to get the wire through the canopy? Through the metal sheeting over here. We're going to take this and we're going to drill a hole using a step drill again through the canopy. We're going to install this and the wire is going to go through here. This should, because it's got that waterproof seal, a rubber seal on the inside like this, this should prevent water from coming into the canopy. It is also behind the cab, so that also helps a little bit, but for dust, water, all sorts of things, I think this will work a treat. Let's give it a go. But it'll do the trick, like that. Perfect. Look at that. What a perfect fit. Look how well this fits. Perfectly. Almost seals it completely. Not too much, so we still got something to work with. I'm going to get this rubber back in its place, but it's giving me a hard time. So, and everything's falling in my mouth, so I've got safety glasses on at least to protect my eyes, but nothing to protect what goes into my mouth. So if I start spitting and spluttering, it's because I've just swallowed half of Botswana. There we go. Right. We've got the wire in its position. It's long enough so that eventually when I get another plug like this, I can just fit it there and it'll go straight into the inverter. But for now it'll work. So I'm just going to refit the plug and then we can put everything back to where it was. Hopefully I can build the puzzle again. Things are now back to normal. The wire is in its place. It's running through there, nice and neat. It's coming out of there. It's running down here, all the way down, behind. Moment of truth. 1x camera charger, camera battery, plug. It's plugged in at the other end. So let's have a look, see if this works. And we have a, I would say green light, but in this case it's an orange light, and it's indicating that it's working just dandy. So yeah, everything's good and the job is done successfully.